You know, there's a plant that only shuts the door when you tap it twice. The first touch, it almost smiles. Let's see. The second, within a few dozen seconds, and snap. The trap closes like an umbrella flipped inside out in a storm. Today, let's talk about the Venus flytrap and the secret tap counting trick that optimizes its energy. Plants can be careful too. We often think plants are passive, but beneath that green leaf is an entire signaling system. The plant version of a nervous system. Electrical impulses, calcium waves, and chemical messengers. The flytrap has no brain, but it has survival logic. It isn't dumb, it's efficient. The home of the trap. In the nutrient-poor bogs of North and South Carolina, the soil is so low in nitrogen that photosynthesis alone isn't enough. So the flytrap switches careers. It stitches itself a double trap shaped like a clamshell. Along the edge are interlocking comb-like teeth. Inside are 3 to 4 tiny trigger hairs, think cat whiskers. That's the doorbell. The 2-touch rule. When a careless insect brushes a hair, the first touch fires an action potential like a quick blink. The plant notes. Something moved. But is it real? If, within about 20 to 30 seconds, there's a second touch, the signals stack and trigger the snap mechanism. Water in the leaf's 2 lobes rapidly redistributes. The hinge flips curvature and snap. The trap closes in 1/10 of a second. No second touch? The trap stays open. Why? Because closing is expensive. You lose sunlight, and it takes stored energy to reopen later. Raindrops, dry leaves, grains of sand, false alarms aren't worth the cost. More taps equals stronger action. The magic doesn't stop there. After the trap has formed a cage, the flytrap keeps listening. With 3 to 4 additional touches from a struggling prey, the plant gets the message. Yes, real food. It seals airtight, pressing the rim together and turning the trap into a tiny stomach. At 5 touches or more, it steps up digestive enzymes like a chef turning up the heat when the table's full. So no brain, yet clear thresholds and graded responses. It's a biochemical way of counting. The cost of a false close. Imagine shutting your store every time the wind rattles the bell open. Close. Clean up. Lose customers. Lose time. For the flytrap, every false close is a lost sunny day, followed by a tiring reopen that takes days to recover from. That's why 2 touches is the smartest filter between missing a chance and wasting energy. A built-in short-term memory. How does a leaf remember the first touch? Inside the tissue, calcium waves and voltage pulses move like a message marked seen. After the first touch, calcium rises, then fades like an hourglass. If a second signal, pours in more sand before it runs out, the system crosses a threshold and snap. Scientists call this signal integration. To us, it sounds poetic. Wait for one more confirmation before you act. Engineering the snap. Up close, those edged teeth are like iron bars. Right after closing, the trap isn't fully airtight. Big or tiny debris can slip out. Only when a right-sized prey keeps struggling does the flytrap lock down and digest the meal for several days. Then opens, leaving a papery chitin shell like a paid receipt. Is the plant intelligent? If intelligent means making fewer mistakes, saving resources and boosting survival, the flytrap is a master. It doesn't think like we do, but evolution has coded a refined efficiency algorithm. Confirm on the second signal, then spend. A small takeaway. In life, we constantly meet first touches. A hasty text, a tempting invite, a sudden fear. The flytrap reminds us. Wait for a confirming signal. When you have enough data, act cleanly and decisively like that swift snap. The afterglow. Next time you see a small leaf smiling like a half smirk, don't rush to tease it, just whisper, "I know your secret, you only close when it's worth it." Because in the quiet forest, invisible equations are always running, so every drop of energy is spent in the right place. Want more carnivorous plant stories? The sparkling glue of the sundew? Or the ingenious pitcher plant? Leave me your second touch in the comments.